Hello and welcome to Solving SQL Problem 22. In today's problem, we have two tables, users and event, and this is data of Spotify. We have users that participated in free subscription, which is type music, then paid. And there are users that only participated in free version, and there are users that participated only on paid subscription. What we're looking for today is to know the number of users that participated in free subscription. We need to know the count of those users. Then we need to know how many of them participated also into a paid subscription within 30 days. Okay, for example, let's see here number of users that participated in free subscription, which is the type of music. See here, user number 2 did, 3, 2, 1 no, and 4. We have 3 users, which we have 3 here. This is the number of users that participated in free subscription. Then we need to know which of those 3 that converted or convinced or whatever to buy paid subscription within 30 days. So 30 days between the access date and the join date. Okay, let's see user number 2. Okay, user number 2 brought free and paid. Let's see first user number 1 directly participated in the paid subscription, so we're gonna exclude it. What we have left is user this is excluded, yeah, since the beginning. And user number 4 is also excluded because he participated only in the free membership, free subscription. Okay, we're left with user number 2 and user number 3. User number 2 accessed the paid subscription on 12/3, and he Jane joined on 2. See now, if we calculate the number of days difference between the access date 12 March minus 14 February, we will find less than 30 days, right? Meaning that we're gonna count user number 2. Moving on to user number 3, if we see where he paid the subscription on 22, user number 3 joined on 15 February. If we count number of days between those two, you will find more than 30 days, meaning that we're not gonna count it. So we have only user number 2 that comply to our conditions, meaning that we have 1 user. Total number of user is 3, 1 that subscribed within 30 days. Now we're gonna calculate the ratio, which is 1 divided by 3. It's 0.33. All right, so now let's get our hands dirty. And before that, You can find the link to this Google Sheet down below. Feel free to try it yourself, then watch the video to see if we use the same method or not. If not, please post your solution in the comment. I'll be happy to see them. All right, here we go now. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is joining the table users and table event. So inner join events on, name this u, this e, on e dot user id equals to u dot user id. Okay, now I need to find a way to know whom the users that didn't pay yet they participated in the free membership, and to know how to identify this user. To achieve that, I'm gonna use case when condition, and basically to know this is when the count of the users is 1 and the type is music. This way I'm gonna identify this, right? Because if the users has 2 types, then it's not gonna fulfill the condition. So it will fulfill the condition only the user appeared once and he has 1 type, which is music. Okay, let's start with case when count name over partition by user ID. Let's see what we have. Okay, what's wrong now? Oh, I was looking only to know the count, the result here. Yeah, user ID exists on 2 tables. This is why I'm gonna use this table. All right. See, now when I partitioned by user ID, I want to know the count, how many times each user exists on this table. All right, since Josh is the only one that appeared once, we have the count 1 here. Now I'm gonna add to this count another condition, which is the type. If it's equal to music, then I need to identify it with something. And I'm gonna say 0. Okay, I will add to this case when is equal to 1 and type equal music, then 0 else 1, and then I'm gonna name this no pay to know that this user only participated in the free membership, free subscription or whatever. All right, now when you see 0 here, meaning that this user didn't participate in paid membership, 1 if it did. Now I need to find another way to identify the users that participated only on paid membership. Okay, which is this user. This user didn't buy free membership then pay. So we need to find a way to identify it. And to know that, I'm gonna use almost the same condition. I'm gonna use case when, and whatever you find pay or pay, then give me one. All right, case when type in P paid pay then no, then I was gonna type one, but I was thinking of a way to identify where the user has music and pay or pay only. And this is why I'm gonna return 0 here. Follow along, you will understand soon. Else 1 and let's see what we have here. I'm experiencing some slowness here. Come on. All right. Okay. Now I need to find a way based on this case when condition to identify whom the user that paid only. See here we have 0, 0. We need to identify this. And here we have 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So if I sum this for each user, I will have 0. But for the rest, I'm gonna have 1. And this way I was able to identify who's the users that used only paid membership. Okay? This is why I'm gonna use sum this over partition by user, let's say name. Okay. And this pay only. All right. So now we are able to identify who's the users that didn't participate in paid membership and who's the users that participate only on paid membership. And now the next thing we're gonna do is to exclude the users that participated only on paid membership. This is why I'm gonna put this in CTE. Okay, CTE as all right. Now select star from CTE. Okay. Now let's say exclude this. which has 0. So now pay only, keep only this where it's equal to 1. Okay, now we excluded the user that paid only. Now let me name the columns that I want to keep. Join date, join date, access date, type, no pay. All right, let me run this. I'm experiencing some slowness here. Come on. All right. Now, the next thing that I'm gonna do is apply my other conditions, which are counting the users that participated in free membership, then within 30 days they bought a paid membership. And I'm looking also for the number of users that participated in free membership in the first place, and which is easy. All we need to do is count distinct the users here. We have Jane, Jill, John. Okay, and I'm gonna use subquery, by the way, to count this because I need count distinct. And in order to count distincts, the users, I need only this column, but I need also the other columns. This is why I can't count distinct here, and I cannot use the window function because it doesn't accept if you use, doesn't work with distinct. All right, let me put this in the CTE to as okay. Now I'm gonna select. First thing is the number of users, and I'm gonna use subquery for this. I'm gonna select count distinct name from CTE to okay, and from CTE to, I'm gonna name this number users. Let's see what we have. We're expecting 3. All right. Now I want the number of users that paid after they participated in free membership within 30 days. And all I have to do is count 1, and I'm gonna put my conditions on where. See, all my conditions won't be applied to this subquery because it's separate. It's gonna be applied only here. And I'm gonna keep the users that paid into a paid membership after being part of free. So I'm gonna exclude that user that didn't participate into a paid membership, which is this one. Yeah, this condition that I made. And I'm gonna say where no pay equals to 1, and I'm looking for the type paid only, right? I'm gonna say in just in case, in pay, p or pay. Now my condition is the access date, the number of days between access date and join date should be less than 30 days. This is why access date minus join date should be less or equal to 30. Okay, let's see what we have now. Yeah, so this is the expected number 1. Let me name this sub. Now notice here that those conditions, like I said, on the where no pay, type in, access date minus join date, they've been applied only to this because this is a separate query. Okay, I hope you get my point. Now I need to display the ratio, which is this sub divided by number users. Okay, so count 1 divided by this. Okay, we're having 0 here because the result is integer, but we're looking for for a float, right? Because 1 divided by 3 is 0.333333. Okay, to achieve this, I'm gonna multiply this 1.0. Okay, see, now we have we're almost there, but we're looking only for 2 numbers after the dot. This is why I'm gonna round this, round two. Yeah, and I'm gonna name this ratio. Okay, there we have it. Let's compare it with the expected output. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Thank you for watching. I hope this is useful and you learned something new. Now, see you in solving SQL problem 23.